Hi again. So we go straight into another game between Austria and Liechtenstein. It's now 3-3, and the second game Alex has to play tonight is the Bara Summer against Martell Summer. Oof, yeah, this is gonna go the full hour, right? Yeah. Might have to have dinner or something in the middle. Honestly, pretty good setups for both. Nymeria is annoying for Bara Summer because they like to win dominance. And Gulian Dubter, he can clear some icons, get the Ghost Hill Elite kills on the important characters like Robert, but honestly, it takes a lot to win with tricks like that because they close call their important characters and they have such good draw that things just keep coming out and it's not those big kill effects are not that damaging if you target specific characters. Clearing the board with too much pressure, okay, that beats Parasummer potentially, but just investing like 3 cards into killing Robert, yeah, but then you're conceding these challenges from these little chads, and it's not. I found that it's not that good for Martell, these matchups. Played recently in the online worlds against Ghost Hill Elite deck. Was played out of Martell Reigns, I think. It was super close though. But I had the smuggler version. I did have Robert and Corain removed. I think one was returned to hand and the other was killed at some point, but wasn't getting winning. But almost. I think these reward decks are even better actually at resisting that stuff because there's also a Scene in Flames to directly remove the most annoying threats, especially if they're ambushed like Ghost Hill Elite. Alex actually doesn't start that well. He only has that guy to the moon from the search. No gold for Scene in Flames. Probably won't defend the red keep. And no Robert to get things going. Does have Melisandre though. But 6 gold left. The perfect number to stop Melisandre going into a challenge with Gulian there. Bastard in hiding can still defend red keep though. Unless you kill him. You could kill him, get military as well. Okay. Yeah, but now there's no way to initiate power challenge unless Ghost Hill Elite comes in now, but okay. Gulian doesn't take the icon anyway. What's the 6 gold for? You don't want to pass with 6 gold available, right? And just have that threat not realized. Just get a Dornish Spire or something and do intrigue. Wants Melisandre to kneel for this one. Is she gonna take the bait? No. At the moment he is on 8 cards and will get 2 for red keep if nothing else happens. Celise is a good hit though. Okay, I know there's some ambush here, but she's very good. And Bara will lose one more for immediate trigger, but still pretty healthy. And so is Martell, to be fair. Alistair and Celise, those were two relatively good cards. After all of that, it's 1-1. I feel like Bara can hold this for a long time. Not sure if Martell can. Bara's also gonna have some random Vanguard Lancers and stuff. Haha, double exchange. Okay, maybe actually Martell can as well. I haven't looked at the deck that closely, but if they also do the double exchange business, then a reducer is coming, and I think red keep dupe. It has to give him milk. That's going straight on Nymeria, I feel. And privileged position, and on the other side, what do we have? Oof. Okay, Desert Raider. The only location Starfall. Sword of the Morning, okay. Or Condemned, which enables some kills potentially. And what's this? He calls it Thinking. Which means he has to keep 1 gold anytime he wants to trigger a Robert and stuff like that. Happy to give him Sword of the Morning. Over Condemned. Well, that's quite useful actually. Now how about a King's Gate or something? Hmm. Funny thing is, if there's Robert in play, Sword of the Morning is gonna put all the chuds in the challenge and everything's permanently knelt. But then Bara is used to that kind of game. Milk's getting played as well, I feel. Does he feel Gullion enough? Or is it going on Nymeria? He could technically wait for Doran. Does go on Gullion. I hate Nymeria the most in these decks, right? Of these characters, Gullion, Nymeria, Tyann, because she discards my cards. And she's card draw, but okay. Some decks struggle for draw and then you wanna milk that, but this one clearly won't. Gullion by himself, okay, he enables other cards, and Tyann, she steals your power. And if she's in play early and you have a deck that is relying on dominance, she will cost you quite a bit over the course of the game. But still, somehow I dislike Nymeria the most. You think you have a healthy hand and then triggering dominance, and you lose one opponent gains one, and these grindy games.
Fair, all the time there's also the Bara attachment that completely negates, I mean, not completely, it just negates the discard that you can robot, you know.
That is actually very good against her, yeah. So there is a privileged position, I think, now from exchange. Okay, there's the full set. All survive the Harris together, these three. Okay, Gulian's milk now, so I don't think he'll be sticking around, but the other two will. And now this grind is not going in Alex's favor unless he finds Chamber, which negates Tyan. There's one in the deck. Less gold for tricks this round for Martell. So are we gonna see challenges? Also leaves himself the Sin in Flames gold if he needs it. The chat has insight. Okay, attacks with Dragons and Faithful. You can try to deny, I guess, the red keep on defense, but doesn't have any tricks. Well, he can win power if he wants to, or force privileged position to get played. Could open in tricks if he hits it. Now Dragonstone Castle is also mildly annoying. Might keep Tyan knelt because she has stealth. And a power icon. Wonder if there's Iron Bank will have its due. Feel like it's the kind of deck that could use it. I can never be too sure of things. I think that's followed straight with Sin in Flames. Though I think I've invented Sin in Flames at this point. I mean, he has a full hand, but yeah, he's gonna try the power. It goes through, so denies the red keep and wins him the power challenge. For the price of keeping her knelt now. Actually, he has to keep on gold to pay for, he calls it thinking on that also. Feel like it's the kind of thing that could be that he could try to cancel. Although, I mean, at some point there's gonna be Robert in the game. Big military. Maybe wants to also make sure he loses dominance. I think he was losing it even with a smaller military challenge. Yeah. And this puts now Martell ahead. He puts power on Nymeria. Ooh, and milk at random. That hurts. I feel like that could have been in play. Milk Gulian and Nymeria. Maybe he was waiting for Tyan. Yeah, so he puts power on Nymeria. It's slightly bigger than some other options to carry through the Harris. Can't stay with Doran, for instance. Both Desert Raiders. Well, they're useful, but if they're not gonna end up in the death pile. I think Alex plays now another exchange. And Gabi plays
Is
striking
there
at
some
dawn.
Nikutsa in the Martell deck? I assume no, because it's location heavy.
I don't remember the deck. I remember when we were doing the ratings, I thought it was okay. I could see it was like a Ghost Hero Elite deck, but I was slightly suspicious how it would perform. Keeps Godry at 0 now. What else is this supposed to do? I mean, it's a counter to. It counters a lot of effects in the game, but specifically game winning stuff that it does would be against Targ. Uh, and yeah, some Tyrell decks go a bit crazy with the strength boosts. Against Bara, it's pretty worthless to be fair. As Robert Gold. Good job they're not playing faster because I feel like they could mill themselves in this one before it's over. Does he marshal something to Neil Gullian and just focus on that power challenge? Which power does he take? Faction card, okay. He's not confident that he's gonna eventually collect all the power from the faction card. Okay, are we doing a giant seized or a small little seized? This is actually one where the martial law attachment would be interesting. If you're trying to not lose any power and seizing or blanking Starfall helps with that. But then the moment you can't stop it, it stands again. Would only cost you 1 though, right? Or is it even 0 cost? Seized cost him 5 now. See if it sticks. Didn't get a Melisandre this round though, right? So 8 gold to work with. There is some chance that I fall asleep during this game.
This is, by the way, the type of stuff that you want me to play for fun, you know, falling asleep when you're watching it, so.
What's fun about this? I don't force you to play
I don't
this.
know. I don't know why I have to play against it in my free time, where I could be doing stuff that's enjoyable.
You don't have to play against this.
I mean, if you think that where you have smuggler instead is more fun, it's not.
It's way more fun. There's no Vanguard Lancers that are just there to stall.
Oh, but there is like 5 minutes of marshalling King's Landing, do the location, do another King's Landing, then
That,
do
to be fair, that
kneel for
goes.
that guy, kneel for that guy, then you bestow this guy a little bit, kneel another one, stand another one. Like, waiting for 10 minutes, that's super fun. I love when I can do a full round of combat in Baldur's Gate where you do your marshalling.
Okay, King's Landing triggers go really quickly.
I apologize, it is so boring to
You
play against it.
collect 2 gold and whatever you have, you marshal and draw a card. That's like the first thing you do with in 10 seconds. Still keeping that 6 gold to threaten Ghost Hill Elite, but now there's no Gullion and there's no Starfall, so it will take some effort to take the icons. This chat still has insight. Now that he's struggling for cards, he has 10 and the Red Keep currently online. Maybe Gabi tries to. I mean, he for sure will try to win power. It's like Knights Watch wall defense at this point, right? Hope to go second and win power back, and then the Tayan trigger in dominance. Okay, what's this going on?
Yeah, except
Red
it's
Keep.
much less power than Knights were just with wall and maybe winning dominance, right?
Defense the power. Cool. He wasn't gonna win it back unless he has tricks. So that's as good as anything. Stops Red Keep, stops the Chud. So Alex still only on 10 cards in hand. And passes. So he's gonna be behind. He's gonna be behind for some time. So I think we'll just see a big attack again to make sure he loses dominance. Actually, can he? Because he also has 5 gold randomly.
I mean, okay, you get less draw, but and one discards on the Nymeria trigger, but if you win dominance, still not, tragic for you.
No, but yeah, as you say, I mean, he has a trigger of that. I mean, it's the same. Apart from power, potentially, I mean, goes on a character, but that character is not getting removed if he doesn't want it removed against Baratheon. So, and it's not on the faction card, which sometimes, I mean, you had that extremely cancerous Martell fight Militant deck where there was genuinely no power on the faction card and you were on 15. Has to pause this one because there's some pinch issues maybe. Okay, now Melisandre's gonna get hit with something. She's duped though, so maybe it would be a good time to check what the resets are. Vanguard Lancer is actually one of the better cards in this matchup. What do you think the resets are? I mean, if he has Morgulis, he would probably not be putting power on Nymeria at this point. Also investing in taking Melisandre's dupe. It genuinely does nothing. She can be killed at a future point, sure. And now actually the worst thing happened, dominance was tied. It's the only way Martell doesn't get the power of it. Clito's pretty decent. I think Baratheon sucks with initiative anyway, but now we'll be going first every round. Beginning to see the appeal of just playing Morgulis instead of the Harris in this deck. You draw 9 cards and you hit these Tyans. Second exchange for Gavi. So last massive draw effect, I guess. Alex still has... No, he also spent both, right? Yeah. Cool. The minute Gullion goes... Ooh, Venomous Blade. Spent so much to invest in that Godry. But the other cards, Desert Scavenger and Rose Road, that's about as good as he could have expected, Alex, from his point of view. Yeah, Clito's now there, so even if you got Selisi, she is pretty useless as first player, and there's a lot of ambush also. How about a Robert? I mean, Robert from the start would have done some work. It's 27 minutes left only now. Things would be permanently nailed, and Gabi would have to be marshalling a new set of cards every round. But gold's actually slightly tight for Alex, or has been at the start, and he also has to keep the, he calls it thinking, gold always in reserve. Marshalling stuff into shadows, which at some point, I mean, towards the end, brings out those Shadow Priestesses and Narrow Sea Dromons to make sure he wins power. But yeah, the bad thing for him is to lose that second milk. But yeah, it's here to stay. Okay, that stops Nymeria. Unless he uses it for Neil, which he could. So far he's been doing power challenges, and then you can use it to kneel power icons on the other side, I guess. How about you just... Okay, I was gonna say, how about you just target the power icon? It's Godry, I mean, at some point he potentially has Intimidate. No good character to put it on though. So his power icon he doesn't want to kill off. To replay Venomous... kill, I say kill off, I mean... Alex not gonna do military in a million years. "21 spectators, better enjoying it." Including Robert Charlotte. I think Robert Charlotte enjoys this slow grindy game.
Is that a jab and him playing slowly?
He once thought about 10 minutes, for 10 minutes about which cards to discard for reserve.
I can't judge too much.
He's not had the best tournament with the Tyrell Lion deck. She's not a bad deck, honestly, but I don't know. Maybe slightly dated. Other Terrell Lions are Shadow decks, and the Terrell Knights I feel is really decent at this point. But yeah, I mean Lion brings some stuff, right? The Shadow triggers you can play Undercity
I
as
really
your
like
draw.
Lion
You have the
for the
burst
Knights.
Boros into Green Apple Knights, big turny rounds, right? But it's not it's not the best situation for that type of game at the
I
moment.
hear rumors that Lenny guy is gonna get redesigned so we can play him again.
Which Lenny guy?
I don't know. I don't know. It was the one that spotted with Boros and White Swords. I haven't played it
Oh,
my entire time when I play this game. He's been restricted and
yeah,
not
sure.
played at all.
Sure, but if he's redesigned, then he's not gonna be as good, and then what's the point?
I mean, presumably the idea is to be at least, you know, not as good, but still decent in that archetype, right?
Yeah, he's not a shadow card, but he is a king's guard. He generates gold. So Alex doesn't use the thingy on the power challenge. He uses Laughing Storm on the intrigue challenge to kneel an intrigue icon, and then he tries City in Flames, which gets cancelled. But Melisandre Kneel is still available, right? Okay, that costs him 2 of those though, and he is now genuinely down to 5 cards. So that was costly, but okay. Gives him good rest of the round. We just take the dupe at this point. Yeah. Has to do power with Tether Prince, otherwise he doesn't win it. Okay, he does nothing. And again, Gabi wins dominance. Oh, actually, while I've been chatting, I noticed that there's black cells now also in play. What did that do? Oh, Tether Prince can't go in a challenge. Okay, fair enough. That's quite valuable actually in this grinds where you need to control the power icons. There's another shadow trigger next time. Now has card advantage and they both spent the 2 exchanges already. Alex thinks they should play faster. Does he think he wins in the long run? He already spent 2 Vanguard Lancers though. Feel like this Bara deck, if it's just a question of ending up ahead, you can throw everything you have into that final round. You should be able to win power on both ends, I think. And yeah, we had a deck a while back, Martell stack decks, right? That were super grindy and won like 4-3 on time with some Vanguard Lances loops with the Orphan of the Green Blood. It was a bit much, but they were competitive at the big events. First place Elise into an econ plot, it's not amazing, I think. Five gold left. Okay, the most expensive shadow cards 3. So also plays again, around another he calls in thinking maybe, and there's Scene in Flames and Preach Position Gold. But now Gabi, well, I say he can spam a bunch of characters, but he hasn't played his own reset yet, which I assume is Harris. And they will get that far at least. 2 power icons, they can't beat Shadow Priestess and Black Cells, so needs to bring stuff out of shadows also. But first of all, Alex can try to do power and also use the Laughing Storm that takes care of one. Does Intrigue because it's free without something coming out. Now Saraaa can be killed now. Is it time maybe? Yeah. And it gives this guy a power icon, which is pretty nice. Somehow I don't see him being able to go into a challenge though. Does he do it just the little guy? What are the shadow cards? I mean, the guy is still there, surely, right? Theater Prince. Needs to bring something else out. Maybe just oppose this if he has nothing else. Yeah. Okay, Laughing Storm is not needed. We'll stay there to protect the hand. And that will be it for Alex, I'm sure. And Gabi will bring out Ether Prince and do Intrigue. Or Military. Military is guaranteed unopposed, right? No. Doesn't want him in play before the Harris then, I guess. Still it's tied dominance. That's gonna cost him. That's cost him 2 power now, and it's 5-3. I mean, maybe he couldn't stop it, but still. It's a bad Harris. Into Econ. What's the last plot for Alex? We can probably tell. I think Late Summer Feast, but for Gabi, I don't know. He hasn't played a close call yet. I assume there's one. There's nothing in the dead pile, and there will be nothing in the dead pile. So I did at one point attempt to play to trigger Venom's Blade on my own Desert Raider in one game in the past. And it got cancelled. Cletus is now gone. But still it's gonna be 0 against 0 in the last round, right? Any dupes? Maybe now. And there's the Black Cells trigger. And the Melisandre.
I think that's probably the longest I've seen Bara play without having Robert on the board.
One on the Begging Brother just for the most crucial things. He keeps one for the Nero Syndrome or Old Bill Bounder. Yeah. I think Baras is looking good now. Should have been 5-5 though. With those Tayen ties. I mean, I say should have. I mean, sometimes it just works out that way and it's nothing you can do, but it's so unlikely to exactly tie dominance. But I mean, looks like the advantage will grow in Bara's favor, if anything. Although I don't know what the last plots are, but I think it's Slice Hammerfist and Close Call. I'd be surprised if it was something different. Okay, who do you put into this challenge? Everyone, okay. The one that stands and the one that has insight. Okay, Begging Brother still there to stop Robert getting killed or return it to hand. Unless there's a, he calls it thinking. Okay. So what did we say the last game was? Alex usually plays Nightwatch as well. So I assume they have Nightwatch Aloof still available. And what else does Gabi play? Nikki's game. So Nikki was the Lenny player. Ooh, that's tough to call. Nightwatch Aloof could resist the Sea of Blood, I feel. Bet Alex doesn't care about slow play now. Didn't kill Robert earlier. Ooh, the runs game. Ooh, that could have actually... I mean, it's not a good situation to try to trigger it, but... That's 5 power, so it's 9-7 if that triggers. I was gonna say maybe he has a delayed Ghost Hill Elite, he doesn't. Does Alex care about this guy taking icons? I don't think so. Oh, he does spend the begging brother. Sure, he has a kneel, but it wastes black cells, I guess. I think Melisandre defends. And this time Gabi does lose dominance if nothing else happens. Still has this guy, and he does require a kneel effect, I feel. And he gets it. Huh. Gets black cells instead. Does that tie dominance? No. Makes Gabi win, which saves Alex a card, I guess. Well, and it is close call. Yeah, that's not gonna win it. Just gonna have another round of the same thing. If they play quickly, they get to another to Harris or something, but that achieves nothing. Alex has a full hand. He'll marshal exactly what he needs and not overdo it, I think. And now that threat of not winning the game has passed with plots returning, because Doran's game was the only thing. It was a million miles off being able to trigger it actually, and there was no standing icons. And even Tattered Prince, if he was allowed to do challenge, is only 4 strength. Delena doesn't find anything. It's quite disappointing when that happens. I have 3 Bastards of Robert, just so that she always has a chance. I resisted them for such a long time because they're the blandest of all cards in the game, but I have to say they're pretty good. Is Delena getting killed? Maybe Angu is getting killed. No black cells this round. And Alex doing challenges gives Gabi cards. Don't think he cares though. He was alright. He swings the dominance situation even more if you manage to lose it. Alex was just waiting for this, can get his Melisandre kneel as well. He does play the most boring, grindy deck imaginable. Let's Ghost Hero Elite as well going. Big power
Are you
icon, but
saying that Alex is playing the most boring Rhino deck imaginable?
yes.
Because I don't know what to say to that. I feel like it should be obvious to, people in the who watch this video, so just restrain from commenting.
You can do what you like, but this is horrible. Okay, any more tricks to deal with this Delena and not lose the power challenge? He gets Starfall back next round. Hmm. That's getting begging, brother. Thought he only played one in the deck, but looks like he plays two. Drew most of his deck, so fair enough to see them.
I
But
think he might even play three, I'm not sure, but I think
they're
some.
successfully defending for the first time. That denies red keep as well. Is now Alex gonna do, for the first time in his life, a military challenge? Yes. Now the close call is pinned.
For the first time in his life.
Okay, but Alex is prevented from winning dominance, and Tyen can trigger. Do you save Begging Brother for the last round? Or do you just cancel that?
What do you mean prevented from winning dominance?
The guy, Andre Dolt, prevented from gaining power.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
just losing one from. Okay. He's gonna save himself the trouble of playing another round. I mean, it was 5-3 at some point, and after that it was pretty boring non-game. Robert partly ruins games, I think. Nice
You
technical.
think you think Robert partly ruins games?
I mean, he has removal, so he could have had more luck and stopped Robin. He wasn't in play for the first few rounds, and it was back and forth with the power challenges. Yeah, Black says it's not counterable. You can deal with. I find that in a lot of games where there's cancels, but uh, it's character cancels and locations go through. So Nero Syndrome and then Black says the trigger, which can often do a lot. I'm gonna end it here. I'm bored of this game and I have not been fed yet, so I'll look for some food. We'll end it here and see what the last game brings us. But Liechtenstein does have a match point now, so thank you for watching this one with me. See you next time.
Bye bye.